Okay, so we want to address this question from Strategic Management Accounting, question number 5. Exam, Strategic Management Accounting exam, Cavendish. So this is a continuation of the first question we solved was question number 1. The one to estimate fixed cost per month. So now I want us to answer the question number 2.1 and question number 2.2. This says estimate the total cost for the following activity levels in a month. So we have these activity levels: 75,000 units, 90,000 units. Of course, for us to answer this question, we will have to understand how we got question number 1, and I will make a review on what we got on question number 1, so that we apply it in calculation or answering part 2. So part 2 is trying to ask us to calculate the total cost when the activity levels are 75 and when the activity levels are 90,000. My name is Dr. Consistence from Cosmet Tutorials. Please subscribe and share with friends and families so that we get to learn together and grow, excel in academics together. So there is a link, there's a phone number and the link in the description that you can actually use to WhatsApp me a question and I'll answer it for you. Post a video here and then we benefit as a family together. Also, do well by joining us. We are extra lessons providers. All we do is straight exam skills, giving exam skills, understanding and be able to handle exam with less difficulty. So join our extra lessons by just inboxing my WhatsApp number on the description, and then you'll be able to discuss with me and be able to get the lessons and the guidance that you need in academics. So let's start with this question. We want to estimate the total cost when the activity level is 75 and 90. So one thing we need to understand, that's part 2 of this question. That was 2. So on 2, they want us to calculate total cost. I'll use abbreviation, permit me. Total cost is given as fixed cost plus variable cost. Okay, that we understand. Total cost is given as fixed cost plus variable cost. Now, on the previous video, the part 1 of this video, of this question, I answered the variable cost and the fixed costs for the activity level that we had chosen when we were calculating the variable cost per unit, when we were trying to estimate the fixed cost per unit given different activity levels, and we found that the fixed cost is 3641 in both scenarios, this side and that side. Fixed cost does not change, but variable cost changes. You can see the variable cost here and there is different, because a variable cost, the cost that changes with activity levels, it is direct proportion. It's got a linear relationship. Okay, there's a positive relationship between the activity level and the variable cost. So total cost, but one thing I want us to know here is how to calculate the variable cost. So you can see the variable cost is calculated at activity level multiplied by variable cost per unit. Activity level multiplied by variable cost per unit. So in this case, our total cost will be given by fixed cost 3641. Okay, we established this in the previous question. This one, plus variable cost is simply activity level times variable cost per unit. So in this case now, our activity level is 75. Now I want us to check 75,000, but the nature of our data that have been given are 3 zeros up. So in this case, we only use 75. 3 zeros up. Okay. So 75. So we have our total cost to be equal to fixed cost at 641 plus what is 75 multiplied by 72.833. we'll get 5462.5. So we now add 3641. Our total cost would be 9,103.5. Okay, let me put a K that side. So have 9,103.5. That will be our total cost when we are given 75 as when we are given 75 as activity level. So when the activity level is 90, what will be the fixed cost? What will be the total cost? Formula is still the same. Total cost will be equal to fixed cost. We already established fixed cost to be that 41 to be 41 3641. Now the activity level is 90, 3 zeros up, multiplied by the variable cost per unit. We know now how to get a variable cost. So our total cost will be equal to fixed cost 3641 plus, we now have to multiply 90, 3 zeros up, multiplied by 72.83. We are getting 6554.9. So we add the 3641. Okay, so we are getting total cost being equal to 10,019.5. Some can just say 10,020. Okay. 10,000. Okay, we are getting, let me do this, we are getting a total cost of 10,195.9. Yeah, that's our total cost. So we have estimated the total cost given those different activity levels. So given those different activity levels, this is what we have. This is what we have. So that's how we can address this part, the part 2 of this question, which says estimate when the activity level, then we get our 2 marks, 2 marks, we get our 4 marks, our 8 marks, simple as ABC. So when the question comes on cost estimation in cost accounting, in management accounting, in advanced management accounting, strategic management accounting, in different courses where cost estimation applies, do get it correct. It is the simplest question you can ever have, cost estimation, more especially where idle a method is concerned. That's what we actually do. So if you have a question, WhatsApp me on the number in the description. I'll be able to answer it and send it to you. Also, join the extra lessons as early as possible so that we guide each other on these questions. So the part A of this question is in the previous video. You can check it through on how we came up with these values.